This is Steve Kim from Snack.com and the 3 Knockdown Rule, and you're locked into Come Box with Chan with Lady Chan.
Hey guys. Well. The Ducktorious is in the booty. It's a quack. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. And a 1, 2, 3. Ducktorious we are. He is Jaron Ennis, Jaron. Boots Ennis. He is Ducktorious. The Ducktorious is in the booty. I had to repeat that, guys. It is Ducktorious. He is here. He is I. I am not he. She is I. She is not she. At this point, they don't even know who they are. The confusion in the building. It's a confused building. No lo sé en el edificio. Shan, what are you talking about? That's enough singing. That's enough in the building. I'm talking about Jaron Boots Ennis. Jaron. So, after the, I guess, the Karen Chikatzian Part 2 fight rematch, Boots realised, what we knew. Movers is your Achilles heels, mate. Even non-movers, because Chikatzian, the second fight, decided to trade. You still got hit. After that fight, this is what was said. Stand by.
Hey, what's up, Boots? This is Najee from Cigar Talk. I know in the ring questions, you said immediately that, you were thinking about going to 154. You weren't sure about the pop. Can you talk about that a little more? Was it, just the punching power? Was it you making weight? Can you talk about just the idea of moving to 54?
I felt good, but like I said, I'm getting older and I'm 27, I'll be 28 next year. So I don't know, we'll see. We're going to talk to the team and see what we're going to do. I made weight easy. I was comfortable, but we'll see.
Hey, Jaron, but during the fight,
the return of big-time boxing in Philadelphia, and tonight, like you said, we put a great card together. It was a great atmosphere. We know that unifications do great numbers here in the city, but at the same time, we've got to look at the options around. I mean, there's only 2 options: a unification or a big fight at 154. That's it.
Reasonable, do you think Norman Jr. or Mario Barrios?
I think, look, we've got Stanionis is in a mandatory against Gearsov, our guy. PBC have already messaged me saying, look, could we step aside Gearsov and go straight into Stanionis? They're going to look at that performance and fancy their chances. Oscar De La Hoya's been tweeting, we're ready, Vergil Ortiz against Boots. I like that. But what they don't understand is when Boots is fighting those guys, it's all about trying to make it entertaining. The first fight was a stinker. I actually thought that was a good fight tonight. And by the way, I also think that guy beats most 147-pounders. I think he's a good fighter. But Boots is just trying to make it exciting, trying to get him out of there. He doesn't really have a lot of regard for what's coming back. He's getting hit too much because he's kind of not really even motivated. And against Barrios, against Stanionis, against Norman, it's going to be different. And against Ortiz, it's going to be different. And the performance has got to be different. Because he knows, and Bozy knows, that performance might not be good enough to beat one of those guys. But it will be a different performance from Boots against one of those guys. Don't worry about that. But now we've got a really big decision to make. I never like giving up world titles. But sometimes the time is right. And, we may get a substantial offer to fight Vergil Ortiz in Saudi Arabia. And then, from there, it's on Jaron and Bozy. That's it. And he'll get my advice, but these are the guys that will make the decision. But for me, I think it's only unification or Ortiz. That's it.
So, I already did a report on, Boots, his options, Stanionis, Brian Norman, etc. And Eddie was going around doing multiple interviews stating that, they'd love to do the Vergil Ortiz fight. He can move up to 154. You had to put to bed all of this Bud Crawford shit because, listen, Linda, you're not on Bud Crawford's level. It's a basement building. There's no elevator to the basement. You take the stairs. And Eddie was going around The Stomping Ground, IFL, Seconds Out. I'm sure all of the normal media boxing outlets stating, you know, as you could hear, we hate to get rid of belts. The belt that you was gifted, by the way, the IBF from Terence Bud Crawford. And if we're going to 154, basically, we're going to be fighting Vergil Ortiz. So everyone was like, cool, I get it, I got it. I actually had Boots being able to stop a Vergil Ortiz during style for style matchups because of how Ortiz looked against Boachuk. Now I have to revise that because what's materialised now is just damn stupid. Eddie's gone everywhere, and so he should, saying, no, Excellency wants, in Riyadh season, February 22nd, of Ortiz fight. That's fine. We're down for that. So we'll make our decision. No problem. Looking likely. Then, all of a sudden, we see this. Stand by.
You! How you girls? Lady Shan? Not me. Not me. No, sir. No, not me. Y'all can tell you why, see? Hear this. Listen. Me and the caramel teaser, Q-face teaser, stiff titty, round body, big cocky pleaser. Me love a tag teaser, forgive me when me need them. I'm on the passport, body and all the visa. Big pumpy squeezer, bad man from Reba, one bad man in ya, like I Katina. Now take the heat, then nobody come in ya. Win, yo, so, yes, snap it time, wrap it, then put it on repeat. And stamina steamer, me do it breeder, big time freaker, no concealer. Like it, just do it and bring all the feeder. Have a long beater, long John seeker, be a mile in a pop, just reader. Act like tweaker, yo, I saw me talking. Hear this, cocky me no run down, no, not me. Can't give me one rope, slam, not me. Don't behind, but don't touch my weed. Make sure you have a fresh smoke when you breathe. Me ladies, I know, not my lead. Love it hardcore, no South Kylie.
So now Jaron Boots Ennis is not aware that any talks or negotiations are being held for him to be fighting Vergil Ortiz. So if I know that you're supposed to be, and there's talks of you fighting Vergil Ortiz, and I'm Lady CHANN over here in United Kingdom, London to be exact, how don't you know? Eddie's gone around saying it, and now he's gone around retracting it. Stand by.
Boots Ortiz, is it off?
Listen, I don't know, like, people keep talking about, you know, like Jaron Ennis, like, what are you waiting for? The guy is IBF welterweight world champion. If he fights Vergil Ortiz, he has to dump his belt and move up to 54. I don't think he's ready to make a decision to do that because he's probably going to unify. But when we first received an offer, it was to fight for the welterweight world championship. Then when we clarified it, it was to fight at 154. Now, this was about 48 hours ago. So then it's like, well, you've got to make a decision. It's like, whoa, okay. It's quite a big decision for me. Well, what are you doing? This is how it works out there. Do you know what I mean? It's not, we haven't got 2 weeks for you to go on holiday and make up your mind. We want to know now. What's the answer? And the answer is, we don't actually know. So we are talking. My gut feeling is he won't make a decision now and the fight won't happen. But let's see. You know, a lot of people calling it out, and Rick Meridian and these guys. I said to Rick, message me, I'll show you the message. The offer at 147. But there hasn't been a lot of negotiations, just talk. But now we know it's 54. We've got to make a decision, not just if we fight Vergil Ortiz, if we move to 54 or stay. And by the way, if we move to 54, we'll fight Vergil Ortiz, no problem. But it's a big decision that probably won't be made within the time frame that His Excellency likes to work. We'll see.
Eddie, great show. Thank you very much, mate.
Looks like some damage control for Ducktorious. He is Jaron Boots Ennis. Ducktorious Boots Ennis. He is Ducktorious. So Vergil sent in, that Team Ortiz sent in to Team Ennis, we'll fight you at 147. When has Vergil Ortiz fought at 147 since having back-to-back rhabdomyolysis? AKA rhabdo for short. Meaning those that don't know that was when he boiled his body down so much that his body went into a crisis of just check it out, rhabdomyolysis. Kidneys pack up, severe dehydration. Basically, you can go into renal failure. And he was hospitalized, not once, not twice, I think 2 or 3 times, and pushed that made him have to go to 154. He went up to 154, never actually did a 154 fight, couldn't make the 154, and did a 156 or thereabouts catch weight. So he's fighting at middleweight. And he's only did this last 154 fight was on the button because, oh, there you go, thumbs up. Yeah, dude, thumbs up for a girl, for an old girl, thumbs up. Like, comment, share, subscribe, as it does it in the middle of my commentary. Boachuk was the last guy and the only time that Vergil Ortiz, to my memory, if I'm wrong, comments down below, that Vergil Ortiz is actually fought officially at junior middleweight, 154 pound limit. So why would he send in an offer for 147? So just say he did. Anyway, Eddie Hearn has said, so they said they went to clarify, and the clarification, or see, this doesn't make any sense. If somebody says, I want to fight you at 147, and then you clarify and say to them, 147, yeah, we'll take the fight. And then they say, no, at 154. That means initially they couldn't have come and said, we wanted to fight you at 147. It just doesn't make any logical sense. But anyway, just say that did happen. And so why can't you fight him at 154? Because you've already said that, you know, if he goes up to 154, he's fighting Vergil Ortiz. Well, it can be at 154 for big money at Riyadh season, February 22nd. What's the problem? I mean, Boots himself said, tight at the weight, and then, like, well, I've been trying to, you know, I made the weight, but I'm 28 next year, so I got to think. So which one is it? Because it looks like the clout chasing has nearly got him out the Buddhism. No more clout in the Buddhism. It's a cloutless Buddhism. Mentiroso, lies, lies, lies. In the Buddhism. It's a quack, quack Buddhism. It's a waddle, waddle Buddhism. Go up to 154 and say to the IBF, I'm going up to 154 to fight this fight, and if I like it up there, I'll relinquish the belt. If not, I'll come back down. But in the meantime, I will pay my sanctioning fees so to be afforded that procedure to take place. Okay? They're going to say yes because many a fighter has done this. Terence Crawford went up to 54. He still had 147 belts for mad long. Leo Santa Cruz, he went up from whatever weight. What was he? Fucking what was he? Featherweight, super bantam. Went up, you know, still had them, didn't even defend them for nobody, for love, money or nothing, and still had them. Like, I can name a million boxers. That's what happens in boxing. The sanctioning bodies only care about dinero. Okay, so as long as you are paying your fee to stay in the queue, in the ranks, then they'll allow you to do such things. So if you're not confident, where's your confidence gone? The confidence has left the Buddhism. This just leads me to believe that they just don't think they can beat Vergil Ortiz. So you can't. Okay, we get it. But guess what? You're a duck. There's no way in hell that little old Channy from the UK knew about you know, what was going on, that you possibly was going to move to 54. And then we're hearing about, oh, it was Thanksgiving and Eddie's doing damage control because that's what he's paid to do. And there was no negotiations. It was, so then Boots is now looking like there's conflict between himself and Eddie. If you don't hear it from me, then don't take it as, oh, well, we hear things from you and we hear things from your dad. And you lots are both conflicting stories, and no disrespect, respectfully, you guys keep lying. The stories never match up. It's a lopsided Buddhism. They're never on board. They're never on board with all a unified lie. You know how you want to unify the belts? You're going to have to start by unifying your lies at least. Like, that's the least that you can do. Unify the lies if you and then, you know, try and unify some belts. Like, you don't want to smoke with Vergil. You don't. So that leads me to believe, you know, you can't beat him. Cool. I get it. I got it. But you're Ducktorious, and that's just it. You ducked him. So Jaron Boots Ennis ducks Vergil Ortiz, and that is that. And, you know, we're on standby to wear anything else. I thought I'd bring it from me to you, from you to me. Ew, dares, Roddish. Ew, dares. I'm actually sick of this era of boxing. I'm actually sick of the little lads. The ones that are under 30 years old, they're bringing the sport into disrepute. You know, when you sound like an old codger when you use words like disrepute. But what is the words? These cats, they ain't fighting each other over there. Sorry, they're not. Everybody, it's pathetic. And I've had enough of it. And sometimes I don't even bother report it because I'm just like, I've had enough. Could Eddie have potentially signed a dud? I mean, Boots is 33, 34-0, and he ain't fought nobody. Like, literally, he ain't fought nobody for the most part. Eddie may have taken your eye off the ball, got a bit gassed. Sometimes when you see someone that's 33-0, 32-0, 30-0, and they ain't fought nobody, Wilder, and, you know, you got to look and think, why is this? Padded record of plenty. You delve into the resume and you realise that they ain't fought nobody, ain't been pushed to fight nobody at a certain level because maybe they're just not that good. Food for thought. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, I brought it from me to you, from you to me. You dares, you dares, yeah. The Ducktorious is in the Buddhism. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gone. God. Hey, I'll be back, I'm sure. You know. Hey, girl, it's Leodisha. Rep nonetheless. Come box with Chan. Gyan. Lady Chan has left the booties. Ducktorious we are. He is Jaron Boots and it's Gyan.